Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Safdar Mahmood. I'm a solicitor, author and lecturer, and I'm very pleased to welcome you to today's webinar through Legal Futures. This is the revised Domestic Abuse Bill 2020 Part 1. Now, in today's webinar, I'm going to be going through a number of key matters surrounding, first and foremost, the areas surrounding domestic abuse law and procedure as we know it. So I'm going to be taking you through some of the current orders and also some of the current law as set out in some of the key acts, such as the Family Law Act of 1996. I'm also going to be looking at some of the issues surrounding enforcement, both in terms of civil and also criminal enforcement, and we'll look at some of the dilemmas and issues surrounding them and those matters. And then further on today, I'll also be covering some of the other ways in which relief may be sought, particularly when we're looking at other acts of Parliament, particularly the Protection from Harassment Act of 1997. So you can see a number of key issues in this first part 1 of the 2-hour webinar through Legal Futures. So let me then begin with some of the key aspects surrounding the current law as we know it. And this is whereby we do need to be familiar with what's available and how does it work. So shortly I'm going to be taking you through non-molestation orders and occupation orders in particular. We need to know about how they work, and then what I'm going to be doing more so in part 2 of the webinar is I'll be going through with you how the revised Domestic Abuse Bill of 2020 is going to be adding to what we've already got, and how it's also going to be changing some of what we've already got. So I'll be going through non-molestation occupation orders. What are they? How do they work? Which one do I apply for? And also one of the difficult issues at the moment, which is which one do I apply for when it comes to exclusion from the family home? And some of you may think that that's an easy question to answer, but in fact in practice it's not, and you'll see why when I look at some of the leading case law on that shortly. We'll look at the position with the return dates, and particularly the President's guidance back in January 2017 insofar as that is concerned, and also really how this ties in with the position surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. Linked in with that, we're going to be looking at the position with standard family law orders and also drafting and some of the guidance that's been made available to assist you when you are certainly putting these orders together. And then, as has been a feature for many years now, the difficulties encountered by litigants in person when public funding is not available. And a relatively recent case on that, as of 2020, JH and MF of 2020, I'll take you through that and some of the key points that are being made insofar as litigants in person are concerned.